Prime Minister shares his thoughts through 18th edition of Mann Ki Baat 2.0. PM says government is committed to the welfare of the hard-working farmers, highlights how new agriculture law has opened new opportunities, removed obstacles and ameliorated the woes of our farmers, urges youth to visit villages in their vicinity and make farmers aware about innovations in farming and the recent agricultural reforms. Prime Minister says university campuses in a way are like mini India, says these campuses showcase diversity of India and great passion for changes for a new India, also urges the institutions to work on new and innovative ways of creating strong, vibrant and active alumni network, asserts that Sri Aurobindo's expectation about national education is now being achieved through the new national education policy. Prime Minister says any sort of negligence regarding corona can be deadly even now and we have to firmly keep fighting against corona. Says the entire world is witnessing changes in working, says efforts being made to digitalize the national heritage of the country and technology is playing significant role in preservation of heritage. Nation to celebrate 551st birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji tomorrow. PM Modi remembers him during his Mann Ki Baat address, hails the tradition of Sikh community of providing langar during this period of corona, terms opening of the Kartarpur Sahib corridor in November last year as historic. BJP carries high-profile campaign ahead of civic polls in Hyderabad. Amit Shah holds roadshow in Secunderabad, says BJP will take Hyderabad from dynasty to democracy. TRS AIMIM also campaign for the polls to be held on the 1st of December. In sports, India's run chase remains a tall order as Australia register the highest total against India in ODIs. Smith smashes second straight 62-ball century. A late flurry by Maxwell helps Aussies post a mammoth 389 runs in the second ODI. Namaskar, I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with our top story. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared his thoughts on his 18th edition of Mann Ki Baat 2.0. PM Modi highlighted the benefits of new agricultural laws and said that farm reforms has provided new opportunities to farmers. PM Modi also urged educational institutions to adopt innovative methods for engagement with alumni. Prime Minister further underlined Sri Aurobindo's philosophy of Swadeshi, which showed the path of vocal for local.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Mann Ki Baat program emphasized that the new agricultural laws have opened the new doors of possibilities for our farmers and removed many obstacles. Highlighting work being done by some of the farmers, Prime Minister Modi stressed how they are getting benefited by getting timely payment of crop dues and empowering themselves with the help of the new technologies.
बीते दिनों हुए कृषि सुधारों ने किसानों के लिए नई संभावनाओं के द्वार भी खोले हैं। बरसों से किसानों की जो मांग थी, जिन मांगों को पूरा करने के लिए किसी न किसी समय में हर राजनीतिक दल ने उनसे वायदा किया था, वो मांगे पूरी हुई हैं। काफी विचार विमर्श के बाद भारत की संसद ने कृषि सुधारों को कानूनी स्वरूप दिया। इन सुधारों से न सिर्फ किसानों के अनेक बंधन समाप्त हुए हैं, बल्कि उन्हें नए अधिकार भी मिले हैं, नए अवसर भी मिले हैं। इन अधिकारों ने बहुत ही कम समय में किसानों की परेशानियों को कम करना शुरू कर दिया है।
Prime Minister also underlined the campaign of Vocal for Local, stressing that Sri Aurobindo's philosophy of Swadeshi shows us the path. Prime Minister added that whatever Sri Aurobindo said about national education and expected then, the country is now achieving it through the new national education policy.
जहां जो नया है वहां से हम सीखें। जो हमारे देश में अच्छा हो सकता है उसका हम सहयोग और प्रोत्साहन करें। यही तो आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान में वोकल फॉर लोकल मंत्र की भी भावना है। खासकर स्वदेशी अपनाने को लेकर उन्होंने जो कुछ कहा वो आज हर देशवासी को पढ़ना चाहिए। साथियों, इसी तरह शिक्षा को लेकर भी श्री अरबिंदो के विचार बहुत स्पष्ट थे। वो शिक्षा को केवल किताबी ज्ञान, डिग्री और नौकरी तक की सीमित नहीं मानते थे। श्री अरबिंदो कहते थे, हमारी राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा हमारी युवा पीढ़ी के दिल और दिमाग की ट्रेनिंग होनी चाहिए, यानी मस्तिष्क का वैज्ञानिक विकास हो और दिल में भारतीय भावनाएं भी हो। तभी एक युवा देश का और बेहतर नागरिक बन पाता है।
Prime Minister urged the alumni to work for the welfare of institute and students and also asked institutes to re-establish contact with alumni to develop creative platforms. He also stressed to take this initiative of connecting with alumni forward in our village schools.
अक्सर पूर्व विद्यार्थी अपने संस्थानों के टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन में, बिल्डिंग के निर्माण में, अवार्ड्स और स्कॉलरशिप शुरू करने में, स्किल डेवलपमेंट के प्रोग्राम शुरू करने में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाते हैं। कुछ स्कूलों की ओल्ड स्टूडेंट एसोसिएशन ने मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम शुरू किए हैं। इसमें वे अलग अलग बैच के विद्यार्थियों को गाइड करते हैं, साथ ही एजुकेशन प्रोस्पेक्ट पर चर्चा करते हैं। कई स्कूलों में खासतौर से बोर्डिंग स्कूलों की एल्यूमनाई एसोसिएशन बहुत स्ट्रांग है, जो स्पोर्ट्स टूर्नामेंट और कम्युनिटी सर्विस जैसी गतिविधियों का आयोजन करते रहते हैं। मैं पूर्व विद्यार्थियों से आग्रह करना चाहूंगा कि उन्होंने जिन संस्थाओं में पढ़ाई की है वहां से अपनी बॉन्डिंग को और अधिक मजबूत करते रहें, चाहे वह स्कूल हो, कॉलेज हो या यूनिवर्सिटी।
Prime Minister also congratulated Dr. Gaurav Sharma, who took oath as the newly elected Member of Parliament of New Zealand in Sanskrit language and marked it as the dissemination of Indian culture, which has filled Indians with pride. Prime Minister also wished him to attain newer achievements in the service of the people of New Zealand. Bureau Report, DD India.
And also Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his monthly address to nation, Mann Ki Baat, talked about the upcoming events including the 551st Prakash Parv and the death anniversary of Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar. He underscored the relevance of use of technology in conserving national heritage. PM also warned the countrymen that any sort of negligence regarding COVID-19 can be deadly. More in this report.
Nation will celebrate the 551st Prakash Parv, that is the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, on Monday. Speaking during his Mann Ki Baat address, Prime Minister said the world over, the influence of Guru Nanak Dev Ji is distinctively visible. He added that by continuing with the Guru Nanak Dev Ji's tradition of providing langar during this period of Corona, the Sikh community all over the world has inspired many others to follow suit.
कल 30 नवंबर को हम श्री गुरु नानक देव जी का 551वां प्रकाश पर्व मनाएंगे। पूरी दुनिया में गुरु नानक देव जी का प्रभाव स्पष्ट रूप से दिखाई देता है। वैंकूवर से वेलिंगटन तक, सिंगापुर से साउथ अफ्रीका तक उनके संदेश हर तरफ सुनाई देते हैं। गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब में कहा गया है, सेवक को सेवा बन आई, यानी सेवक का काम सेवा करना है। बीते कुछ वर्षों में कई अहम पड़ाव आए और एक सेवक के तौर पर हमें बहुत कुछ करने का अवसर मिला। साथियों, ये गुरु नानक देव जी ही थे जिन्होंने लंगर की परंपरा शुरू की थी और आज हमने देखा कि दुनिया भर में सिख समुदाय ने किस प्रकार कोरोना के इस समय में लोगों को खाना खिलाने की अपनी परंपरा को जारी रखा है। मानवता की सेवा की ये परंपरा हम सभी के लिए निरंतर प्रेरणा का काम करती है। मेरी कामना है हम सभी सेवक की तरह काम करते रहें। गुरु साहिब मुझसे और देशवासियों से इसी प्रकार सेवा लेते रहें।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also remembered the father of Indian Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, whose death anniversary will be observed on 6th of December. He added that besides paying our homage to Baba Sahib, this day is also an occasion to reaffirm our resolve to the country and abiding by the duties assigned to us by the Constitution as an individual.
6 दिसंबर को बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर की पुण्यतिथि भी है। ये दिन बाबा साहब को श्रद्धांजलि देने के साथ ही देश के प्रति अपने संकल्पों, संविधान ने एक नागरिक के तौर पर अपने कर्तव्यों को निभाने की जो सीख हमें दी है, उसे दोहराने का है।
During his Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister Modi termed the use of technology as important for the conservation of national heritage.
आज देश में कई म्यूजियम्स और लाइब्रेरी अपने कलेक्शन को पूरी तरह से डिजिटल बनाने पर काम कर रहे हैं। दिल्ली में हमारे राष्ट्रीय संग्रहालय ने इस संबंध में कुछ सराहनीय प्रयास किए हैं। राष्ट्रीय संग्रहालय द्वारा करीब 10 वर्चुअल गैलरीज इंट्रोड्यूस करने की दिशा में काम चल रहा है न मजेदार? अब आप घर बैठे दिल्ली के नेशनल म्यूजियम गैलरीज का टूर कर पाएंगे, जहां एक और सांस्कृतिक धरोहरों को टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से अधिक लोगों तक पहुंचाना अहम है, वहीं इन धरोहरों के संरक्षण के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग भी महत्वपूर्ण है।
Amidst COVID-19 pandemic, the Prime Minister once again reiterated that any sort of negligence regarding corona can be deadly even now. He added that we have to firmly keep fighting against corona. Bureau Report, DD India.
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Varanasi tomorrow and dedicate to the nation the 6-lane widening project of the Handya in Prayagraj Raja Talab in Varanasi section of National Highway 19. The 73-kilometer stretch of the newly widened and 6-laned NH19 made with a total outlay of rupees 2,447 crore is expected to reduce the travel time between Prayagraj and Varanasi by 1 hour. During the tour, the Prime Minister will attend Dev Deepavali, which has become a world-famous festival of light and fervour in Varanasi. Dev Deepavali is celebrated on every Purnima of the Kartik month. The festival will be started by the Prime Minister by lighting a diya on the Rajghat of Varanasi, which will be followed by lighting of 11 lakh diyas on both sides of river Ganges. During the visit, the Prime Minister will also undertake a site visit of the under construction Kashi Vishwanath Temple Corridor project to review its progress. He will also see the light and sound show at the archaeological site of Sarnath, which had been inaugurated by him earlier this month. And campaigning is on full swing for the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation poll scheduled to be held on December 1st in Telangana. Results for the 150 wards of the civic body will be declared on December 4th. Home Minister and senior BJP leader Amit Shah is on a visit to the poll-bound state. He received warm welcome from BJP workers at Begumpet Airport in Hyderabad. Amit Shah held a roadshow at Varsiguda in Secunderabad, where he acknowledged greetings of people gathered there. Home Minister and senior BJP leader Amit Shah addressed a press conference in Hyderabad. He accused the state government of mishandling the situation following recent floods in Hyderabad. He said citizens had to face a lot of difficulties due to woeful drainage system in the city. Recently, heavy rains and flooding had brought life to a crippling halt in Hyderabad.
6 साल से स्टॉर्म वाटर की एक भी लाइन इसका सिल्टिंग नहीं हटाया गया, नालों का सिल्टिंग नहीं हटाया गया, पानी नहीं भरेगा तो क्या होगा? मजलिस साथीदार है, मजलिस के इशारों पर अवैध कंस्ट्रक्शन चलते हैं, एपीसमेंट होता है, इसके कारण पानी की निकासी के मार्ग के अंदर अवैध कंस्ट्रक्शन जो हुए हैं। जब हैदराबाद की जनता इतनी बड़ी मुसीबत में थी, तब मुख्यमंत्री कहां थे, ओवैसी कहां थे?
Amit Shah also said that BJP will take Hyderabad from dynasty to democracy. He also accused the state government for not implementing various schemes launched by the centre. Amit Shah also hit out at state government for not implementing the Ayushman Bharat scheme.
32,000 से ज्यादा नल कलेक्शन गरीब बस्तियों में देने थे। हमने हिसाब किताब लगाया, हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं ने 20% से ज्यादा आप नहीं दे पाए हो। कब दोगे? वादा तो 5 साल का था। गरीबों के लिए 1 लाख घर बनाने थे, 1100 से ज्यादा नहीं बना पाए, जबकि मोदी जी ने 1,35,000 गरीबों के घर के लिए तेलंगाना को पैसा मुहैया करा है, मगर आप इंप्लीमेंट नहीं कर पाते हो। आपके फार्म हाउस से बाहर निकलकर सचिवालय में आओगे तभी तो शायद कभी इंप्लीमेंटेशन होगा। मोदी जी ने एक आयुष्मान भारत योजना लाए हैं, जिसमें हैदराबाद के अर्बन गरीब के लिए 5 लाख रुपए की पूरी हेल्थ का खर्चा भारत सरकार उठाने वाली है। आपने पॉलिटिकल रीजन से मोदी जी हैदराबाद में लोकप्रिय हो जाए इसलिए उसका भी इंप्लीमेंटेशन नहीं किया, और हैदराबाद के गरीब को आपने 5 लाख रुपए के स्वास्थ्य योजना से महरूम रखा है। आज हैदराबाद में कोई भी गरीब बीमार पड़ता है तो उसको 5 लाख रुपए की दवाई नहीं मिलती, ऑपरेशन नहीं करा पाता, अपने बूढ़े माँ बाप का, अपने छोटे बच्चे का इलाज नहीं करा पाता। क्या बिगाड़ा है इन लोगों ने?
On the other hand, working president of Telangana Rashtra Samiti, which is TRS, KT Rama Rao, addressed a gathering at a road show near Jumeirah Bazar, Gosha Mahal. The election for Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation will be held on December 1st and the results will be declared on December 4th. AIMIM too has intensified its campaign to woo voters in last minute of campaigning. The president of the party, Asaduddin Owaisi, campaigned for the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation polls. He met people in Asif Nagar under Nampally constituency and Jangamed division under Chandrayan Gutta constituency. Let us now take a look at the update on COVID-19 from across the country. 42,298 recoveries were recorded yesterday, taking the cumulative total of recovered patients to 88,02,267. And with this, the recovery rate currently stands at 93.71%. India's three-pronged strategy of test, trace and treat is proving to be a success. The fatality rate has dropped to 1.46% with 1,36,696 deaths recorded so far. The number of active COVID-19 cases in India stands at 4,53,956, which is 4.83% of the total cases reported so far. And also, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare further informed that 22 states and union territories have case fatality rate less than the national average. We are showing you this through graphics. The national average stands at 1.46%. An Indian Council of Medical Research has approved a dry swab direct RT-PCR testing method for the COVID-19 virus developed by CSIR Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology. The dry swab direct RT-PCR testing method is aimed at scaling up the testing by 2 to 3-fold with no new investment of resources. Considering its lesser cost and quick turnaround time, ICMR has now issued an advisory for the use of the dry swab method. Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology has been testing samples for coronavirus since April 2020. After working closely with the healthcare workers of Telangana, it identified some of the key issues that slow the testing process. To make the testing process faster and simpler, the researchers developed the dry swab RNA extraction-free testing method for the COVID-19 virus. Moving ahead now, Bharatiya Janata Party's state unit has launched its vision documents in Urdu for Jammu Kashmir District Development Council elections. The voting for the first phase of elections has already concluded on Saturday, while for the second phase of polling is scheduled to kickstart on December 1st. Counting will take place on December 22nd, following voting in all the 8 phases. And CSIR CMERI developed municipal solid waste processing facility has not only helped achieving decentralized decimation of solid waste, but has also helped create value-added end products from abundantly available redundant stuff.
With an ever-increasing population and rapid pace of urbanization, The country is facing a huge challenge in waste management. The volume of waste is projected to have an upwards trajectory from the present 62 million tons to about 150 million tons by 2030. This necessitates the importance of scientific solid waste management in today's context. CSIR's Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute in Durgapur developed a municipal solid waste processing facility which has not only helped achieving decentralized dissemination of solid waste but has also helped create value-added end products. The municipal solid waste processing facility is developed for disposal of solid waste in a scientific manner following the solid waste management rules of 2016 prescribed by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change.
इससे फ़ायदा ये है कि आपका सेग्रीगेशन होता है और हमारे जो प्लान लगा है 3 साल से लगा रखा है हम लोगों ने और उसमें 98% तक एफिशिएंसी आती है सेग्रीगेशन की और जब डिसएग्रीगेशन हो जाता है बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल जो सबसे ज़्यादा क्रूशल होता है क्योंकि डिके रेट उसमें बहुत फास्ट होता है और जो कन्वेंशनल वे में उसको हम लेके जाते थे लैंडफिल एरिया में उससे क्या हो जाता था कि वहाँ पे डिके होना शुरू हो जाता है और काफ़ी लोग उसको कंपोस्टिंग के थ्रू सॉल्यूशन निकालने की कोशिश करते थे बट उस कंपोस्टिंग से ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है बायोमिथेनेशन प्लांट जिसमें क्या होता है जो मीथेन गैस है हम उसको भी यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं हम उसको अभी गेस्ट हाउस में यूज़ करें कुकिंग पर्पस के लिए या इसको उससे गैस इंजन भी चलाया जा सकता है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी जनरेट की जा सकती है इसमें पूरा सोलर सिस्टम लगाया है सोलर एनर्जी देता है जो ग्रिड में फीड करते हैं तो ओवरऑल जो हमारा अभी वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्लांट है वी कैन से इट्स अ जीरो एनर्जी कंजप्शन जब दैट मीन्स हम कोई भी बाहर से एनर्जी नहीं लेते हैं जितना एनर्जी लेते हैं उसको वापस सप्लाई कर सकते हैं ग्रिड में
The primary focus of CSIR's Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute is to unburden the common households from the segregation responsibilities through advanced segregation technique. The mechanized segregation system segregates solid waste into metallic waste, biodegradable waste, non-biodegradable waste, and inert waste. The municipal solid waste processing facility is equipped with a special disinfection capabilities to help break the COVID chain through UVC lights and hot air convection methods. The integrated MSW pilot plant is also self-sufficient in terms of energy requirement through installation of roof-mounted solar panels which can also feed the surplus energy supply onto a mini grid. The technology of decentralized municipal solid waste processing and its sustainable processing opens up the opportunities to realize the dreams of generating 100 gigawatt solar power and a city with a zero waste and zero landfill ecology and may become a source of job creation through both process engagement and manufacturing which can help support the startups and numerous small entrepreneurs across the country. Tapush Bhattacharya's report, TD India.
And India for the first time will host the meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is SCO, Council of Heads of Government tomorrow in video conference format. Ahead of the meet, SCO Secretary General Vladimir Norov spoke to Prasar Bharati's special correspondent in Beijing, Anshuman Mishra, on the expectations from it and challenges lying ahead in an exclusive interview.
SCO Secretary General Vladimir Norov said that the heads of delegations will exchange views on deepening cooperation in the trade, economic and investment spheres in the context of overcoming the negative consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic. He also informed that the countries will review the activities of the SCO Business Council and Interbank Association.
As a result of our joint work, we have developed an action plan for implementing the program of multilateral trade and economic cooperation, which will be adopted at the upcoming meeting of Council of Heads of Government. The plan is the main document that outlines our joint actions to overcome the negative consequences of the pandemic and restore the economy. I believe that the action plan will help boost economic growth in our countries. The first meeting of the Consortium of Economic Analytical Centers organized by INDIANSAT, held in August this year, served as a platform for studying and comprehensive analysis of factors affecting economic integration within the ACO, taking into account global and regional processes.
Meanwhile, SCO Secretary General made special mention of Prime Minister Modi's proposal at this year's SCO Summit of creating a working group in the field of traditional medicine. At the summit, Prime Minister Modi also proposed to create a special working group on innovation and startup that could share India's rich experience in the field of startup ecosystem. Under India's chairmanship, the first ever SEO Startup Forum was also launched this year.
Medicine organized by Chinese side, the ASEO Startup Forum organized by Indian, which was held in October, and the conclave of young scientists scheduled for November 25-28 this year are aimed at encouraging young talents and realizing the huge potential of 800 million people in the SEO space. The issues of creating a working group on startups is being considered.
SEO Secretary General also noted the first ever SEO digital exhibition dedicated to the common Buddhist heritage, which will open in New Delhi on the 30th of November, coinciding with the head of government's meeting, and it will boost the people-to-people linkages in our region. Anshuman Mishra's report, DD India.
In cricket now, in response to a 390 runs target set by Australia, India had crossed 300-run mark for the loss of 5 wickets in 45 overs in the second ODI of the 3-match series at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Virat Kohli helped ensure runs at steady pace for Team India. KL Rahul provided him a good support. However, Kohli lost his wicket thanks to a superb catch by Hendricks at mid-wicket. Kohli got out after scoring 89. KL Rahul tried to keep India's hopes alive, but he got out after scoring 76 runs. So Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja are at this crease, and the required run rate is more than a double for India. Well, that's all we have in this news bulletin. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.